Matthew 13:30 reads, "Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn."
All right. So this word corn or grain is the root word Strong's numbers 1305, bara, and it means
To purify, select, polish, choose, purge, cleanse, make bright, test, prove.
All right. So now let's put all this together. Remember all the scripture verses and everything we just read. So now let's put it all together. We see a shepherd at 30 years old coming in the presence of a mighty one that gave him the authority to go throughout the land and gather and purify those that are as numerous as the sands of the sea, and whom Rachel prophesied that the inheritance would be passed down through. All this has taken place in the harvest and the gathering season of the wheat. This makes this time all the more relevant to us and our knowledge of how and when to count from one appointment to the next. Okay? From one appointment to the next marker, to the next season, to the next harvest. Okay? From appointment to appointment. These are the words of Messiah.
Matthew 9:37, "Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few."
Okay, so if we are to be laborers, we must know the seasons to harvest. Okay, now the question may be, what does this have to do with the wave sheaf? Well, the wave sheaf is the day after the deliverance from chaos and the beginning of a maturing process to and for a wheat harvest as laborers and as wheat. In Exodus 9:31, Moses is specific on what crop was smitten and what crop was not smitten and why. We must know what season we are in and how to count to the next season, so we may understand how we may be purified to be harvested and to be laborers unto the harvest.
Ezekiel 37:13 reads, "And ye shall know that I am Yahweh, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves."
Okay, well, we add this verse to see the prophecy being fulfilled and understand that those that came from the grave were not first fruits, but they were the fulfillment of Scripture.
Matthew 27:52, "And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose." Matthew 27:54, "Now when the centurion and they that were with him, watching Yeshua, saw the earthquake, and those things that were done, they feared greatly, saying, Truly, this was the son of El." Matthew 13:23, "But when he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he," let me read that again. "But he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word, and understands it, which also beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. James 1:18, "Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures." Revelations 14:4, "Then," or actually it says, "These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are the virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Elohim and to the Lamb."
Okay, now the thing is, this is the thing. When it talks about the 12 being the first fruits or the people being the first fruits, it's Bikor. If I don't have the Strong's number on me, I apologize for that. But there's two different ones. There's Rosh and there's Bikor. there's two different first fruits that's being spoken of in the Tanakh. And one of them in the Hebrew is Bikor, and the other one is Rosh. Now, Bikor is the first, it means the firstborn. But Rosh is the summit, the top, the very highest point. So when first fruits is being referred to as Bikor, it's talking about the firstborn. Remember, Yah says that Israel is his firstborn. Okay, but when it's talking about Bereshit or Reshit or Rosh, it's talking about Messiah because he is the top, he is the summit. Let me read the definition for Rosh one more time. The head, top, summit, upper part, chief, total sum, height from the front or beginning, head of man, top, tip, top of the mountain. So when we go into the Tanakh and we see the definitions between Bikor and Rosh, we'll see that there are two different definitions. So when we are the first fruits of Yah, we are the firstborn of Yah. Okay, when it refers to the barley being the first fruits, or the first fruits that is Messiah, that is talking about the very top, the summit, the height of it all. Okay, so now we understand why Messiah said what he said in Matthew 13:23, because he was talking in an agricultural language. Which one will you be? And do you know at what season and how much fruit you will bear? We can only know these things if we study and know and understand the language that Messiah is speaking in. And he's speaking in an agricultural language. And in order for us to know and understand an agricultural language, we must follow the agricultural seasons, times, and appointments. All right, and with that being said, brothers and sisters, please do the homework and, prove this to be right, or prove me to, be speaking out of my own imagination. With all that being said,